Hey, what's up, collectors? In this video, I just finished building up the Halo Infinite Pelican there. So I thought I'd go over and show off some of the Halo Infinite line so far and a lot of what I've built over this past month, really, and what the line looks like kind of all together, and give some of my quick thoughts and opinions on the line. So with that, we're going to show off here my little diorama. I just did it really quickly as an idea to the kinds of things that I've been building and what's in the line. As you can see clearly, the Banished are still very outnumbered. Even with some of the troop packs and stuff, it's very UNSC heavy. So first thing we're going to talk about is the Halo Infinite Pelican, or Pelican Inbound set. Here you see the characters here. And before I begin, just going into it, I want to say I got this for sale on Amazon. It was only like $117 instead of $150. So totally absolutely worth it, not including even the figures. I think just the build. I mean, the build was really satisfying. It was pretty quick too. I think I did it probably in 6 hours, 5 hours, something like that for a lot of pieces, and you can split the build in half. I'm sure you've all seen the other videos on YouTube, so no reason to go too into it, other than the fact that I just want to tell you guys I really like it. I'm going to point out some of the things I don't like so much, which is sometimes this canopy in the front here gets caught when you're moving the cockpit up and down. Otherwise, I really like the cockpit inside there. Looking down into the Pelican, I like a lot of the detailing they did. I think they did a really good job, and I know it's supposed to look like the trailer, but I would have preferred that we had an alternate seating arrangement in there where we could just sit people down like a normal Pelican, especially considering the fact that you can build this into a UNSC firebase. I don't see why they couldn't have included the extra interior to just build with, like, say 6 seats or something in there for troops. But that's okay. And so you've seen the silhouette. I'm not going to show off the functionality really, but truly believe me when I say this is one of the greatest sets I think ever produced by Construx. And I had no quality control issues with the pieces themselves, which is good. But not necessarily with the characters here. So we'll talk first. This Master Chief, I really like this one and the weathering they did on him. He is unique. He's not like all the other Master Chiefs, so he's worth picking up for sure because he's unique, and I like that one a lot. And then there's Brohammer, our pilot friend here, and he looks great. No complaints there. He looks definitely good. But this Hunter, oh my gosh, I know he's cool. He's the Banished Hunter, but I hate him. So many quality control issues with this one for me. I'm sure I could send it in and get another one, but for example, like, none of these fit in, and as you can tell there, one broke while trying to put it in, just because it's so tight. I ended up scraping some of the holes out with a bit of a knife to just make some more room to try and fit those things in there, but really, it was such an unsatisfying experience for me. I really hate how bad the quality control was on this Hunter. I mean, if you can't put those, details into his arm there, he really doesn't look that good, and it just really bothered me. But other than that, I mean, it looks good. I just can't get over the fact that, one, I know mine's broken, and two, that they're not all stuck in as deep as they should be. I didn't have problems with the purple ones that came in the Warthog, so I don't know what's up with this one. But for that reason, I just don't like this Hunter, and he doesn't have his Bond brother anyway, so kind of a useless inclusion for me. But we'll keep moving on, and here we've got Halo Heroes Series 13 here. So still very difficult to come by. I'm sure many people haven't seen them yet still. But I wanted to just kind of show them in the lineup as far as like how they match with colors and kind of how they stand out. Because right next to them, you see here, we've got the Halo Heroes Series 12. And actually, there's a lot of reviews I ended up filming, and I just wasn't happy with them, so they never made it onto the channel. But I did review these guys once, and let's just say probably Elite Ultra is one of my favorites. But even then, I don't know if I like him as much as some of the other Elite Ultras in the line. I think Marine Sniper was really the highlight by a landslide in this series, and I don't like the Gugnir's robot arm. I wish it had both options, because I just really don't like the articulation of the robot arms. And Brute Warrior, I don't care at all for him. He's not worth the $5 to me. Recon's kind of unique, which I know is not the consensus in the community. I know a lot of people don't like his paint applications, or, basically the colors they chose, but he's great. Here's the Brute versus Master Chief 2-pack. I really like this one. I think it's great value for your money, and I really think this is one of the best Master Chiefs they produced for the line, and it's a cheap way to get them. So let's say go for it. And that Brute has a great imposing kind of silhouette on the battlefield, so he'll look good. And so we'll just take another look back at all the rest of the things I have here. There's the turret takedown. I'm probably going to take that video down from my channel since it was shaking so much in that one. I don't really know what happened with that one. I wasn't even freehanding that one. It just wasn't in a good position against the camera, so I wasn't happy with it. But anyway, I wasn't super impressed with that set. It came with that Spartan. Actually, nope, it came with the Hazop here. And I hate the Hazop Spartan. I explained it in that video, but the Bravo Series blind bags ruined Hazop for me. It's not my favorite Spartan, and it comes with just one of the Halo CE style, but also banished grunts like this. I think it's this one, because I think the Needler one came with the Mongoose. There's the Mongoose. Really love the Mongoose. Great set for $15. Came with this Marine here with the shotgun and that one with the SMG. And then it came with the plain Banished Elite there with the black undersuit and this other grunt there. Oh, and I just threw somebody off the table. But it was a really good set. Sorry about that. Here we've got the Banshee, the Banished Banshee, which I really liked. I really like that Elite Ultra that came in there, even if he's not as detailed as the Hero one up there. And that one came with the Spartan Recon, who looks pretty good. Let's see if we can see him a little bit closer. But if not, just go check out the video on him. I have the Warthog here. I also filmed a review on that, but it never ended up making it onto this channel. Basically, all you have to know is I really love this set. It's really good. I love the suspension on this thing. It's so cool. It's a lot of fun to play with it and bounce it. And it looks good. The build was cool. It was very unique for anyone who's built the Warthogs before underneath. It was a totally new system. And as you can see, I only have one Jackal because my other one's defective, so I actually have to send him back to Mega Construx customer service to get a new one. That's the way they're doing it now because too many people are lying and stealing, you know, just getting free characters, which really sucks for the rest of us. I have the Marine gear pack here. As you can see, I chose like the white kind of Halo Reach-esque armor for my 2 Marines that came with it. So I'm really happy with that. They stand out a lot. They look like kind of heavier troopers maybe on the battlefield or something since the different color markings. And I love this Elite. He looks like an Elite Major or something. He just looks so cool to me. And I don't know about the red weapon. It's kind of cool just because it's so unique. But I just love that figure. He's so cool. And then here I've got the Spartan Customizer pack. I chose the Operator and the Commando because those are 2 of my favorite armors. And I'm really happy with that one as well. I was much more excited for the Marine Gear pack, but absolutely no complaints about the Spartan pack. And here's the Brute that came in the set. I mean, he's just kind of run-of-the-mill. And I don't think I ended up posting any of those reviews either. But, because, I mean, there's so much on YouTube already, it's kind of saturated. No reason for me to do it, especially since I can't do it as well as some of the other people. But just letting you know now that I really enjoyed those sets. And here is from the Marine Platoon pack. There's that Mark 7. And here's the rest of the Marine Platoon pack figures in the back. So what's notable about these guys is, yes, they're shorter and they look better standing next to your Spartans, I guess. And I had done a whole review on these guys, but what ended up happening during the review was I just realized there's a lot of quality control issues with the Marine Platoon pack. I'm so unhappy with it. Some of their helmets are way too tight or don't fit well on their head. Some of their joints are really bad. Like some of their feet are super loose, and then other ones, it's really, really tight. I don't know what happened to the molds there, but mine is such a bust. And my one Marine, her assault rifle, did not come with the little counter for the assault rifle. I think it got lost maybe when I was opening it. You know, it's such a small piece too, and they might as well just include 2, right? Because it's so easy to lose, especially for other people. You know, as being a collector and a bit older, I mean, you'd think it'd be easier for me to keep track of, but really no. And so I'm sure little kids are losing them all the time and stuff. But I like these Marines. I like the diversity they added. I'm just totally not happy with the quality of the actual figures that came out. Nothing with the design is wrong or the ideas. It's just something in the quality control was off with them. But other than that, this was my Halo Infinite line. I just kind of want to show you. This is kind of like a recap of everything I've been reviewing and doing recently. And it's also a tribute to the things that didn't end up making it onto the channel. Especially like the Warthog and, you know, the Mongoose, which I had already filmed. And I would do something separate on the Pelican. But again, you know, I'm not the greatest reviewer. I know, because I don't have the best camera or audio quality, that kind of thing, right? I don't have the greatest studio. So it's just easier for me to show it off quickly to you and just kind of talk to you about it a little bit, rather than try and make some in-depth thing and compete with the people who can really do it well. And so with that, collectors, I'll see you in the next one. Happy hunting as always. Peace out.